should be about right. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, the fire drake's still super duper dead. You know, I'll be honest. I feel like this was pulled directly out of Guilty Gear Xrd. This is clearly what's left of Japan. Japan just got nuked. This is literally the Japan crater from Guilty Gear Xrd. Full stop. Like, that's just what it is. Oh man. I'm gonna try to keep this going till about 11 o'clock. So that gives me roughly 2 hours-ish. I'll hit the hay. Hopefully get to bed within a reasonable time frame.
Daddy.
You know, one of the most interesting things about Final Fantasy XVI's plot is the fact that Cid is literally making people's lives worse on purpose because he's thinking about the long term. But then you go through, like, this area, this checkpoint here, and you see, like, the results, and you're like, there are now countless refugees trying to flee the country because, like, everything about the civilization is heavily dependent on crystals. Like, crystals are the entirety of their, like, system. Case in point.
And nasty.
Case in point.
This is everything.
Instead of pumping groundwater, they use crystals to make it. Look at this. They didn't need to put details like this in the game at all. Straight up, they did not need to go this hard, but they did, and it's cool as fuck. Like, you can see, like, shit like this all over the overworld of, like, actual crystal utilities replacing stuff that would normally be just, like, a normal well. This is not a ground well, this is a crystal well. They take a crystal, they put it up, and it spills out water because it's a water crystal. So when Cid is going through this world, breaking each crystal, he's not just, like, he's not just freeing things. This is a long-term thing. Like, this will fix the world eventually, maybe 10 years from now. What Cid's doing is he's effectively ruining everyone's lives in order to make the future livable and sustainable. That's really dark, you know? Like, I like it. It's an interesting plot development because, like, he's absolutely in the right here, but he's still got to be the bad guy in the story.
Ah, Clive. How goes the hunt? My brother isn't getting in your way, I trust?
Quite the opposite.
So it was the cast stones who were behind it all. Theo told me he'd been on their trail. And their demise solves 3 problems at a stroke. That of the pickpockets, the bandits pulling their strings, and the passes they were stealing. I only hope yours is among the items you recovered. Only time and Theo's return will tell. Speaking of whom, welcome home, dear brother.
You are too kind, Eloise. Here, Clive. Goods' pass. Ask him to keep a closer eye on it from now on, would you? I will. Thank you.
El, I've asked our boys to carry the rest of the goods back.
Can I count on your help in sorting through it all?
Of course. I'll make some space in the storeroom. I expect you'll soon be on your way then. But it wouldn't do to leave without introducing yourself properly. Would it now? Sid. Don't look so shocked. We're on the same side.
I don't understand.
As you now know all too well, we at the Crimson Caravans are always happy to help those in need. For a small fee, we will move anything that needs moving. Be that goods to market, or bearers away from it.
I was the first my sister helped escape. If it wasn't for her, I'd have been branded as a boy. I had no idea.
It just so happens that we are seeking to expand our operation. And who better to join forces with than the leader in the field? Wouldn't you agree, Theo?
I would. It seems our purpose is the same in more ways than one. So what would you say to working together again? It would be our pleasure.
And our honor. The honor is ours.
Here, Clive. This is for you. What is it? Elle has friends in high places, while I have associates in, lower ones. That mark is proof that you're a friend to us both. I shall bear it with pride.
Well, all that remains is to wish you a safe onward journey. Goots's pass should secure you a place on the caravan, but if you encounter any difficulties, we would be delighted to provide you with a coach of our own. For a discounted price, of course. Say, 9 million?
We'll try the caravan. Right then. Let's get this back to Goots.
And then it's on to the Dominion.
Out of my sight, wench. Me carry your goods.
Pardon me, but would you have that well-notched steel and impressive physique? I have need of a sword for hire, and yours looks to be a weapon well worth the coin. Might you be convinced to offer me the use of those formidable arms?
How exactly do you intend to use them?
Well, being something of a scholar of Zemeckis history, I wish to investigate the ruins near the city. And I require a rugged companion, lest I find myself waylaid by ne'er-do-wells or the beasts sent to roam the area. Should you accept, you will not only earn yourself material wealth, but partake of the true treasure that awaits us there. The rich and storied history of Zemeckis. Well, were you ever party to a finer proposition?
My arms are yours.
Wonderful! Then come. We must away.
Must we though?
Where are we going?
Along the old Zemeckis Road, and from there, onward to discovery. Quickly! There is not a moment to lose.
Wait. Good luck with your ne'er-do-wells.
I'm kind of amazed that every single quest is voice
I
acted.
better make sure he doesn't get himself killed.
Even the really minor shit that has nothing to do with anything is just voice acting. It's crazy.
I see you've been of some assistance to Eloise. Perhaps you can extend me the same kindness?
Perhaps. What would I be doing?
Finding someone. You see, I've been having trouble with thieves, and despite the many pains I've taken, I can't stop them from rummaging through my packs. I was griping about my lot to a friend of mine a few days back, and he offered to track the culprits down. Now, Joseph's a sellsword, and a good one at that. But he's been gone days. and I'm beginning to fear the worst.
Any idea where his search for the thieves might have taken him?
The old Zemeckis Road, perhaps? He doubted they would be fool enough to linger here in Boklad. Joseph's lived a hard life. Made him grey long before his time. I just pray he hasn't been killed over a few sacks of grain.
Can't imagine there are too many grey-haired sellswords around. Hopefully someone will have seen him.
So, something I remember,
What do you want? I've no coin on me.
Jason doing as a DM is,
There's a sellsword passed through here. Grey hair.
Now you mention it, there was a young man with salt in his mane sneaking around out there a while back.
Which way did he go?
How am I supposed to know? Buggered off down the road, I expect. Now why don't you do the same and leave me be?
Oh, she's really pretty. I'm remembering something Jason once did as a DM where, like, my character Ironclaw, during one of our sessions, had to do a solo outing hunting for food. And then, like, basically, Jason set up what it was essentially a trap, where my character encountered the mother of all elks.
Why am I not surprised?
And he intended for that thing to kill him, basically. There we go. I just think it's funny how, like, a DM will set up, like, situations like that. Specifically to get you killed, and hope that you make the decision that's most entertaining.
Are you hurt?
Happily not, good sir. Thanks to your timely intervention. More importantly, we have arrived. Now, feast your eyes upon the marvel before us. Ruins, a relic of the fallen civilization. A sight so common that man is oft blinded to its wonder. Colossal vessels, dashed from the very heavens. Airships, we call them, with very little thought to what wonders such a word might describe. Oblige me if you would. Does anything strike you as peculiar about this particular specimen? Though we ourselves find fallen ruins to be nigh indestructible, whatever gouged the final sin from the rock cleaved clean through the structure you see before you. A tantalizing mystery, no doubt, but merely one of countless enigmas in which Zemeckis history is steeped. Come, good sir. Our expedition continues, and we still have much to learn.
He's right.
He's passionate.
Sorry.
I'll give him that.
He's right, though. It is interesting how these structures are supposedly indestructible, but apparently whatever made this crater fucked it up. And what made this crater? What could have been this powerful? Like, my first thought goes to Bahamut, but even Bahamut doesn't have a mega flare this big. Although I've heard that, like, he has Zeta flare in this game, so that could have done it. Well, anyway, food for thought. Food for thought.
We don't want any trouble.
Neither do I. I'm looking for someone. A grey-haired mercenary.
Well, we haven't seen him.
Yes, we have. We saw him climbing up the rocks. Those ones, over there.
Maybe he found his thieves.
Mum won't let me near them. She said there's goblins up there, and that they eat little boys for dinner.
Shush now. You've said quite enough already.
I only told him what you said.
I'd listen to your mother if I were you.
It's interesting how these characters like really paranoid around people. Okay, up we go.
Did Joseph's thieves really lug their stolen wares all the way out here?
Yep, that's goblins.
I think we found our thieves. They don't look happy to see me.
That's a really strong goblin. Oh shit!
Let's get this over with.
Stop! Don't kill him, he's just protecting his home.
Joseph? So the boy was right.
I don't know you.
Your porter friend sent me to find you. She was worried you might have got yourself killed.
Have I been gone that long? Wasn't hard finding the thieves. The problem was knowing what to do with them when I did.
I take it things are more complicated than they appear.
I'd all but ruled out bandits before I even left the market. You know what that is? Because our thieves had no interest in gold or gems, or anything they couldn't eat for that matter. Add to that the rumors of goblins in the area, and the mystery practically solved itself. I soon found their cozy little homestead and all the missing food. I launched myself at them, full of righteous fury, but their leader was the only one who moved to meet me. The others, they huddled around that food, ready to die protecting it. They stole because it was that or starvation. I've been there myself, back when times were hard.
So you spared them? And earned their trust into the bargain by the look of it.
These goblins aren't native to the area. They don't know how to survive such barren lands, so I've been teaching them. And once they've learned to hunt and forage, they won't be fool enough to risk their necks in Boklad.
I'm impressed. I didn't know goblins could be reasoned with.
Do me a favor. Let the porter know I'm safe. I'll head back to the market once my work here is done. Oh, and don't mention the goblins. I don't want people coming here brandishing pitchforks. Not now this lot have sworn off thieving.
Your secret's safe with me.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, that is interesting.
I'd always thought of goblins as mindless savages. But if I'm honest, I like them better than half the men I've served with.
There's a peaceful goblin tribe in this game. That's pretty cool. Also, that goblin prince was one tough cookie. Oh my god. I started flipping out when he started doing goblin punch. I was like, oh shit, oh shit. He's doing the thing! He's doing the thing! You don't see many goblins using that in this game. Okay, so... Yeah, it's this way.
Nordic. Alright then. Who's first?
There we go.
You're going to get yourself killed.
Oh, that would not do. That would not do at all. Not when such majesty stretches out before us. Behold, the final sin in all its glory. As Moss tells us, a battle was fought here in ancient times. A battle of such ferocity that it tore a great crater in the very land upon which it was waged. In reaching for their holy sanctum, did man enrage the gods, and great was the vengeance that was rained down upon him. Alas, the full truth of the matter is lost to time, though I live in hope that I might see it discovered. But we must not dwell upon such things. There is more yet to see. Onward. History awaits.
And off he goes. Again. Into the jaws of danger. Again. Just can't save some people. I swear he did this before. Okay, so like flames of rebirth are supposed to heal you, but I haven't seen any evidence of that. I'm wondering if it really is just like the white health bar portion that it heals. Yes.
Oh no.
Once again.
Got himself into trouble this time.
Oh yeah, those robots can just die. They're really tough.
Still in one piece.
It would seem so. Once more, I am in your debt. And once more, you impress me with your prowess. These were no ordinary foes, but ones we in the field call echoes. Though Moss the Chronicler concurs with the legends in attributing the fall of Zemeckis to a wrath wrought upon mankind by the gods, he offers little in the way of explanation. Could the ruins we see before us here, in all their elaborate beauty, perhaps suggest an answer? Could the construction of such miraculous edifices have been considered an encroachment upon the province of the divine? Alas, all is mere speculation. But one day, perhaps, I will learn the truth.
Not if you keep running headfirst into trouble.
You are right, of course. And not only have you plucked me repeatedly from the jaws of death, you have proven yourself a willing audience to my ramblings.
Glad to help, but didn't you say you came here to investigate something?
I fear I may have rather overstated the case on that front. In truth, a captive ear was all I really desired. You see, even my fellow scholars have grown somewhat weary of my musings of late.
Imagine
and so
that.
I came upon the idea of purchasing a companion. A captive audience, if you will.
That's what this was all about.
I am afraid so. And now, my good man, it is high time we returned whence we came.
Fine. Just don't go running off this time.
Poor Clive.
And so ends a delightful day. Here, your reward for humoring my selfish whims, plus a little extra for the trouble I have put you to.
Joseph's fine. He'll be back once he's tied up a few loose ends.
That's a weight off my shoulders.
He certainly knows his business. You found your thieves all right. And I dare say they won't be coming back.
A good man to have around, that Joseph. And if he says there'll be no more thieving, that's good enough for me. Thank you for putting my mind at ease. Here, for your troubles.
There we go. That's that one down. What else? What else? What else? Were those the only ones? Oh no, wait. Here we go. Here we go. There's one more over here.
Hurry, man. I must leave for the Dominion.
Bloody crimson caravan scooping
If I knew arrival.
Now I just need to see about getting the word out. I want to know right away. Bad news.
Good, actually. Something worth celebrating for a change. Only trouble is, the serving girl's still new to the job, so I can't leave her while I go and invite those I'd like to celebrate with.
What exactly are you celebrating, if you don't mind me asking?
I've come by a particularly fine bottle of red. A Gotan 66, no less. Gotan Rouge is the only good thing to have ever come out of the Empire, and most wouldn't part with a 66 if you held a knife to their throats.
So I've heard.
Oh, so you know of it then? Clearly you're a gentleman of taste. A gentleman who might sympathize with my predicament, perhaps? Would you pass the good news to a few friends of mine? I'll give you a little something for your time, of course.
Sounds simple enough.
So you'll do it? Marvelous. Thank you.
Hey,
You
nothing
won't need
beats
to
a
go
good
far.
drink.
All three of them should be right here in the market. There's Aldrich the porter, Milan the butcher, and Bolek, a guard over at the north gate. Three of the finest fellows in Boklad, if you ask me. Tell them to come to the tavern when they finish for the day. Stop by again when you let them know, and I'll give you your little something.
I'll be right back.
Oh, he's looking forward to that drink. You can see it in his eyes. He knows exactly what that is.
I've been asked to find Aldrich, the porter. I don't suppose that's you, is it?
That's me right enough. You need something delivered?
The innkeeper sent me. He said there's a cup of Gotan 66 with your name on it when you're done for the day.
A 66? Look at me. If he's just got hold of it now, it must have been in the crates he had me carry down from Sambrek.
From the Empire to Boklad. You must be a braver man than most. That's a treacherous route at the best of times.
Such is the porter's lot. There's not a patch of storm these feet haven't traipsed across. It's Oriflamme one day, then off to Canva the next. The farther you're willing to go, the fatter the purse. Which is why there's no shortage of competition for some of the longer routes. I'd say I've done enough for today to earn myself a cup of something tasty. Thanks for letting me know.
I love how there's this whole quest is just, oh yeah, go tell everyone to get smashed. Alright. Now this game's really good. Like even the quieter, toned down moments like this are just nice.
Snake spit for the road. The caravan stops next to the checkpoint.
Okay, up next, the butcher.
Are you Milan, the butcher?
That's me. What can I do for you?
The innkeeper's just had a special delivery. He thought you might like to join him for a cup of wine after you pack up for the day.
He knows me only too well. And I've got a ham here that will go handsomely with a nice drop.
Wine and ham to spare. Boklad clearly isn't suffering then.
Comes with being the place everyone has to pass through to get to everywhere else. Those who travel the Crystal Road bring all manner of goods with them. We get meat from Sanbrek, herbs from Rosaria. Why, sometimes we even see curiosities from across the Narrow. My old man knew what he was about when he set up shop here all those years ago. Anyway, thanks for the good news. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll shut up shop early. Wouldn't want to keep our friend waiting.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
Tight-fisted.
Now for the guard.
The Empire's your enemy, not us.
I'm looking for Bolek. I was told he'd be guarding the gate.
Well, you found him. You're not here to enlist, I take it?
The innkeeper sent me. He's just taken delivery of a rare vintage, a Gotan 66. He thought you might like a cup.
I've never said no to a goat hand. I'm not about to start now. Thanks for letting me know.
You must be a busy man.
The market would be flooded with refugees if we weren't here to stem the flow. Oh, my heart goes out to them, all right, but we've got our orders. No papers, no passage. Plenty try to slip past us nonetheless. And every now and then, one of them's foolish enough to try and force their way through. And when they do, well, things can get nasty. You know what? That wine's sounding better by the moment.
Hold on.
There we go.
Wonder if the innkeeper might spare a cup of that wine.
Yep, he's definitely looking forward to a
Won't
cup.
find anything of this quality in Twinside.
Caravan stops next to the checkpoint.
Come on!
Let me think here. I wonder if I can actually go to the, Okay, I can go there. Good. Let's see, it's the Dragon's Eyrie, Northreach. Northreach. Okay. something I want to do here, so I'm gonna go ahead and head into Northridge real quick before I finish this quest out. Because there's still like a quality of life quest I need to do, but for that I need to kill the King Bomb. And while I'm not 100% sure if I can, I'm still gonna pass through. You know, it's honestly incredibly cool that like the game is really as large as it is. Like all this is more or less explorable. Everything you're seeing right here, sure, it's a small stretch of land compared to like the mountains and stuff, but it's cool that you can go here if you want.
Time to fight.
Over here! Go, Torgal! This one.
But it needs to be done.
There we go. That should do it for that at least. Like, I don't really have a reason to mess around like this, I'm just doing it to do it. Okay, and I don't think we can actually go into the town of Sambrek to finish this game. That was like a one-time deal. It is a shame, because I feel like it'd be cool to revisit it, but I don't know. I don't think it's in the cards. Yep.
I needed that.
So I don't think the bomb's gonna show up around here specifically. I'm not sure where it's supposed to go, but... Okay. Maybe it's up there. I'm fairly sure it's the unnamed chapel. I could be wrong. Might be wrong. Okay, I'm definitely wrong.
Come on.
It's up here, though.
Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia.
So supposedly the Bomb King is somewhere around here, but clearly not at the chapel, and not at those ruins that I went to just now. There aren't that many options, are there? Watch, West Watch, Fossier. Yeah, I'm not really sure, honestly. There's gotta be something right here, though. I don't want to waste too much time on this. I want to just find the thing as quickly as I can.
Company.
Still incredibly funny that they just straight up abandoned the capital like that.
No need to ride from here.
We watch over a corpse that does not yet know it's dead. The least we can do is see it is not defiled any further.
That is a very depressing way to look at it. Also very funny. Okay, so that wasn't the right way. So typically bombs only really exist inside of fallen ruins, because they're literally fallen weapons. So I'm guessing I just need to find another fallen ruin. Maybe. I don't know.
Careful.
Stay down. It's over. Double kill.
So that wasn't the right way at all.
Come on.
Maybe there's another way.
Time to fight.
Nuh-uh. I ain't fighting that shit. Y'all are crazy. This has got to be the way. There's even a ruin up there. Surely that's it, right? At least in theory. I'm gonna continue ignoring those. I didn't see no baby dragons.
He dies here. It's over.
Wow, that was pointless. Any unique accessories or treasure around here? Or... Yes, okay, here we go. That was pretty decent. Okay, so... That's a tower. Looks like the area goes a bit further, though. Whoa, what is that a tower, or... It's gotta be an old airship or something. Okay. Still wasn't what I was after, but I'll take it. Yep, another mystery tablet. Okay. I think I should double check that hunt board. Because I want to fight the Bomb King, but can't really do that if I don't know where he's located.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to do?
Nick told me she was building a ship.
Okay. The Croc, Sambrick. Okay, let's see here. It's the Cape. Name Chapel. Okay, so it's not out here. Eastwatch. Or Bell Downs. Gates, the Hangman, that sort of thing. Hill Road. Holy Eye. So it said in the ruins of a fallen airship. There aren't that many fallen airship ruins out here, are there? Advent, the old road, Weeping Rent, Lost Wing, Cellar Passage, Cutter's Gate. Norvent, Gold Downs. Definitely missing something here. But there's an area I haven't explored here, so I may as well go in there real quick to see. I don't want to take too long on this bomb hunt, but like, I feel like I'm missing something for sure. Okay, gotta be that way.
Time to fight.
So here's some ruins. Almost there.
Thanks, Gal.
To me, Flames!
Imperial Chase. The Croc. Okay. Oh wait. Yeah, okay, there's just a hidden part of the map I just completely missed out on. Silly me. How could I miss such an obvious side passage? Is this a house up ahead? Heaven Hall. How much of a hall is it? Yep, that's a house alright. Moving right along. Down here should lead to the airship ruins. Kind of interesting how all the fallen ruins are all basically airships. So they're basically spaceships, not airships. Because these give the vibes of just being from space. Oh boy. The memories. I remember fighting a Bomb King in Final Fantasy XII, and that thing kicked my ass.
Look what we have here. Greetings, Your Majesty. Nice try.
Soil and stone!
Okay, it's just got way more complicated. Better use that thing that always works.
Let's try.
Whoa. That's new. Okay, got him. Oh, he really did have a crown and everything.
Your reign is over. Now to collect the ash. This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more. That should do it. If it won't.
Okay.
Is that the thing Tomes helped with?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Think Mid might need some help tidying up.
I gotta admit, the Bomb King was the nice diversion, at least.
All right there, Sid? How's that hunt for the bomb ash going?
I have it here.
That's the stuff! And plenty of it, too. Enough to keep the Alembic bubbling away for a good old while. You're a gent, Sid. Let none say otherwise. Right then. Let's get this contraption up and running.
Oh, I can't wait. Kinda. Okay, I lied. I totally can wait. Can absolutely wait. Going to wait.
There we have it.
He seems
Tell him on the Alembic. And it works just like the chief said it would.
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down a burning boulder. Speaking of which, I still haven't returned the favor.
There's no need. The good it will do for the hideaway is reward enough.
Don't be silly. Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep your potions in. Reckon I could work some magic on that.
What kind of magic?
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the Alembic that I reckon will make even the toughest lever supple as anything. Thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. Save the hideaway a few gil. But I reckon if we slap a bit on your bag, it'll loosen it up enough for you to squeeze in a bottle or two more.
Well, it can't hurt to try, I suppose.
That's the spirit. Leave it with me. I'll only be a mo.
And then he permanently lost the ability to use potions forever. That's how this goes, right?
Well, what do you reckon?
It certainly feels more flexible.
Right? Told you.
Thank you. I think.
No. Thank you for supporting Mid and the rest of us in our endeavors. Without you, we'd never have been able to discover wonders like that stuff I rubbed on your bag. And I'm telling you, there's plenty more where that came from.
Okay, well, good for him. That was indeed some weird science. Yeah, it's a definite quality of life increase. I notice how this doesn't let me carry more elixirs, just normal potions. Still, it's a big quality of life change. Now to go hawk some stuff off of Charon. Karen, sorry. That's all the same.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to do?
Alright, right over here.
And what can I do for you? It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Can I actually get any better weapons right now?
Don't just stand there, go.
Okay, just enhancer and all the other stuff that I've already got plenty of. Okay, see this. Probably could use that if I didn't want to keep hold of what I've got.
Finished, are you?
Okay, back to. Oh, there's another quest. It's on the reading table. Oh shit!
Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case.
Completely missed these. What the fuck?
What could be wrong with Torgor?
Okay, this is all basically the same stuff. I just need to start actually paying attention to these.
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
Okay, before all that, I need to get back to that desert. See to that thing, whatever it was. Slipped my mind now. Shit. Oh, right, the drinks. The drink side quest. Drinking. Side quest for drinking.
If our new arrivals had...
I spoke to your friends. They'll be along soon.
That's fantastic news. Thank you kindly. It's been a while since we all sat down together. And the way I see it, that wine is as much theirs as it is my own.
How so?
Well, I wouldn't be serving anything but slops without Aldrich to go and fetch the good stuff for me. And then there's Milan, who always sends customers my way. And Bolek, an even-handed keeper of the peace, if ever there was one. Those three are the backbone of Boklad. Lose any one of them, and the market would soon fall apart. And without the market, I wouldn't have a single customer. I'd say that's worth a bottle of 66, wouldn't you?
And more besides.
Everyone needs a shoulder to lean on. Be they world-weary innkeepers or brooding swordsmen. Right, I'd better prepare for my guest's arrival.
I hear you had me carrying a bottle of Gotan 66. If I'd have known, I would have sold the thing and lived like a lord. I'll settle for a cup, though, if you're in a sharing mood.
A Gotan 66. Just as well I had something special of my own set aside.
A bottle between the four of us might not be enough to drown our sorrows, but it can't hurt.
Here they are, the three pillars of Boklad. Sit yourselves down, gentlemen. The woes of the world may be monstrous in many, but there's nothing like a few good friends to keep the misery at bay.
Never a truer word spoken.
There's something really quaint about this side quest.
Kill the poor sod.
I owe these remarkable gentlemen more than a few paltry cups of wine, even if it is the finest wine in all of Valisphere.
Okay, with that, back to the hideaway. Time to finish this side quest up. Alright. I feel like doing the essential one first would be important, but I don't know.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. August was worried about you, that you might still be doubting your craft, even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, he's got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well, Karen showed me something. Something I've never seen before.
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me, the edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realised he'd been cut.
So that's what's troubling you?
Nah, not troubling me exactly. more distracting. Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome. And we can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword. I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgal?
So you can read. Congratulations. But I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at him. Didn't like him, which is why I'm of a mind that his mind's on something else. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean? Perhaps.
You're looking well, Karen.
What do you want? Out with it.
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him find out how to work an edge like that. It's driving him to distraction.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections. Which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. Collects weapons and the like. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh. And he's a touch eccentric. If you take my meaning.
I appreciate the warning.
So many side quests. I know I'm doing this voluntarily, but man, that's a lot.
Lawsman, I need to ask you about Torgal. Something's not right with him.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite, which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within, and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient. Frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria have been known to grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long before the village was abandoned.
Even so, it seems like a good place to start.
Good hunting, Clive.
So Dalamil, Cressida, and I gotta speak with Guate. Guat.
I don't know where Sid gets the energy.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Clive, did you get my letter?
That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto won't be listening.
Is this better?
A little. Listen, I've some bad news. It turns out the Hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders, and it's maybe my fault. But I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle. 0, you might say. I can straighten it out, I swear, but it's going to take some time, and I'm going to need help keeping it from Otto.
Bit late for that, I'd say.
There you are! What a surprise!
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. And I hope he'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan. Why? Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. 5 million each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the Hideaway, you see, and, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Those ledgers were my responsibility, and it was my decision to entrust them to you. This is my fault.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're going to make this work.
All right.
15
But
million
that doesn't mean
gil?
you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are. A little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses to wipe and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Yeah, that's not how Karen works.
Do you think so?
No, I don't.
Okay. Okay, one to Martha, and then one to the dame.
Clive, we weren't expecting you.
I wasn't expecting to be here, but it seems we still owe you a considerable amount of coin for your help with our rebuilding efforts. And though I doubt it's what you were expecting, we were hoping you'd take this as payment.
A star ruby? I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buyer.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Otto. Bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to death again?
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only reason the hideaway's still standing.
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander, word is he was the first one Sid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground. Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but Otto's always been the backbone. And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would just give up.
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement, and rallied the rest around you. I reckon what he saw in Sid, he saw in you too. And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome, neither. That, and you keep good company.
I suppose I do.
Okay. There's still a quest out here. Oh, right. Elder Antelopes. Yes, we'll make a pit stop. Okay, it's out that way, south of the town.
All yours, Torgal. Now, Torgal! You're finished! Stay down!
Oh shit, okay. Not the right way at all. That's what I get for going the wrong way.
All yours, Torgal. Torgal, kill!
Okay, that is a problem.
This won't be easy.
Okay. Okay.
Finished.
Almost there. It's taking longer than I thought it would.
Well, it's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place.
I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal?
There we go. Kentucky Fried Antelope.
Now, will it be enough, I wonder? I say that answers my question. Which means we owe the lawsmen our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy. You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
Okay, with that out of the way, I just have to go pay the dame.
There's talk at the glass gate.
Wrong way. But I could kind of brute force my way through the tents, but that's definitely not how that works.
Did you hear?
good to see you again tonight.
What am I going to do without sweet water and oil of talc?
Milady, I come bearing gifts.
Gifts? Whatever is the occasion.
That's owed.
Oh my. Clive, you really have outdone yourself.
Otto asked me to give it to you. To settle the Hideaway's debt with the Veil. And to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be warming to me. Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing, nor does the Hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather fetching, isn't it? Very well. Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the Hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Long ago, yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
I'm beginning to see that. Go will want to know the stones would...
Okay, and the last bit is Delano.
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
Gone. The whole mother crystal gone. What are we gonna do?
Calm yourself.
Gotta be somewhere in the end, but where exactly?
My reputation will be ruined! Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but...
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen? Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough. Then I'll be on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. Of course, you shall have your audience.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went?
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf mean that I know where you might find them. The bandit's bed. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalamal is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valcroy.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell, and best of luck.
Okay, so it's up here. Northern Belquay. Pretty sure this is the Northern Belquay. Yeah, okay. Very good. Very good. Oh, that's right. I need to mess around with my abilities while I'm here. Well, the likes. Limit break stage 4. LB4 does sound really useful, but I really want to upgrade this. Oh, this is just an upgrade, it's not a master. Holy fuck. That's a lot. What the fuck? How much better does it get? Man. I'm not sure about this, but okay. Okay. So I'll just test it out quick. Oh, that's good. I like that. Takes a little bit longer to... Takes about the same amount of time actually. So that's good. There we go. Looks like there are a few more monsters between me and certain victories, so...
Stay down!
So far, so good. Alright, time to viciously murder some thieves.
We've got company! Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off!
There we go.
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Dalamel.
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects. What shall I call you, my good man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right. Speak.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword. It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twins, and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike, and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more. But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legendary sharpness. A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered. Take this, together with my regards. The very stone of which I spoke, far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself, and a far more fitting payment.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he is hard at my heels.
Are there many other collectors out there?
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis. Lord Byron Rosfield. And is a perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. May our paths cross again. Radim, we mustn't dawdle.
I think
Wacky
his
Uncle
lordship
Byron.
is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Thank you again for your assistance. Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
Okay.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
Okay. I'll be right back. Okay. Sorry about that. This whole set of side quests is taking damn near 2 hours. My word.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Goat. Still alive, I see. So Lady Karen accepted the ruby.
Ah, about that. I tried my best, but she was just too stubborn to take it. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't shine.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever. Let me see what I can do.
Oh, wonderful. I hope you have better luck than I did.
Damn.
Lady Karen, Goad tells me you weren't happy with our offer. Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you like me hard-earned gil. I may have tossed a talent or two in the Hideaway's coffers, but those were donations, and you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
Of course not. But one good turn deserves another. And our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you? Fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it or not. Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones. Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which, I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square.
Right away.
I've seen that before.
You have, yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy soul couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
I bet they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Before he died. 20 summers, give or take. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship, which is where I met him. He bought passage to... I forget where. But having nothing better to do on the long nights, we set up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that. On account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close, promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was before fate stepped in and said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day, and there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have...
My family were the ones who summoned the constable, wanted the monster taken away. I couldn't turn my back on him, forget what I felt, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, Sid was of the same mind as me. It was him who stood beside me when all I wanted was to tear the whole world down. Him who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons, gone. Just like that. Threw away everything he had All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to face. I knew then I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth.
God damn, the more I hear about Sid's past, the more I really want to replay the parts of the game with him in it.
He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me, just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
Hmm? What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off.
God damn, this side quest hits hard.
Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction, and I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather go at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
That was a damn good side quest ending. Like, I wasn't expecting it to go the way that it went at all. Like, good lord. Okay, 2 more to conclude.
Told me she
Man,
was
no.
building a ship.
Payback is... That was something else.
Tomes helped to build.
Yeah, that was a really involved side quest. What the fuck?
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere. Take him for a walk, did you?
You could say that.
So, Molly's leftovers weren't good enough, eh? That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup. all right, no need to shout. Now we know what you're after, I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
You can, aye. I'm nice like that. In return, you can thank Tomes for me. The bloody know-it-all.
I was just on my way to see him.
Ah, Clive. Were you able to locate your quarry?
We were indeed, Lawsman. You pointed us in exactly the right direction. And Torgal's been a very happy hound ever since.
Very good, very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way, for your part in solving the mystery.
Ah. But that reminds me. After your last visit, I found myself pondering Torgal's talents. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transformation?
About how she somehow woke the power within him.
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought, but one which raised certain questions in my mind. You see, the Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone. And while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those you described Torgal as having used.
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's power. Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Sid. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been diverse and plenty, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not our adversaries.
Oh, he's more than an ally. He's a friend.
He's only the best dog ever.
Is there something I might assist you with? Now this, I believe you will find most interesting.
Huh. So in this particular world, Gil's name actually has a source, a guy named Gilbard.
You wish to study the tomes?
Okay, well.
Sorry for the wait, but hopefully you'll agree it was worth it.
You learned something about that sword then?
I did better than that.
A whetstone?
Yes. But not one you'll find anywhere in Valisthea.
No wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding wheel. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were.
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the curse breakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade that rattled me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine, now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard wearing for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valisthean steel with an edge as sharp as any found in the Outer Isles. I won't make a copy, nah. I'll make something much better.
I'm sure the curse breakers will be delighted. Just don't push yourself too hard.
Don't you worry about me, sunshine. I've been working day and night since I was half your age, and I'll still be here when you're long gone. Hey, thanks, Clive. I mean it. I owe you one, August too. It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
You'll be happy to hear you said that.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got your name on it. You come and find me when you've got the materials.
All right. I will.
Now the question is, do I got the materials? This ultimate weapon. Oh shit. Have I leveled up? Hell yeah. Excalibur? Oh shit. Can I even make this right now? I feel like I can't.
What do you need? What do you want?
Oh, I can make it. It's actually really strong.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Can I upgrade it though? No, I can't.
Anything else?
Okay, I guess I'll have to do. And I do believe it's time for me to stop. To continue the story in tomorrow, or in this evening's stream. But for now, I suppose I should turn in.